Hello everybody, Sean Miles with Firearms&Fitness, and today we're going to be discussing red dot pistols. Now, many of you guys are definitely interested in running red dot pistols. They are the way of the future. They're coming out and they're doing great. They're doing great things. I apologize for the wind, by the way, in case you can't hear me. I'm already getting pollen on my fucking screen. God damn it. I had to live in a fucking place where it's hot, humid, and pollinated at all times. But anyway, so we all are looking into red dot pistols and whatnot, and there's a couple things I want you guys to consider. Now, this is an open style emitter. Closed style emitters are like the Acro, Hunt has got one, the Siley Bear, and so on and so forth. Those are closed emitters. Now, people are going to say, well, why would you ever get an open emitter nowadays? Well, to be honest with you, I found open emitters just to be a little bit more durable in the long run. The closed emitters, for whatever reason, I have not figured it out, but they seem to lose nitrogen purge within 3,000, maybe 6,000 rounds. I know there's a couple out there that's probably going 10K, 20K just fine. But the problems I see is once it loses that nitrogen purge, the glass on the inside starts to fog up. That's when it becomes kind of a problem with fogging. But there's a couple ways to kind of overdo this. We're going to kind of get through some of the good, the bad, and the ugly about red dot pistols. First and foremost, red dots a lot of times are an all or nothing ordeal. You either find the dot or you don't. All right. Now, that's not the end of the world if you don't find the dots. You can still make good, accurate hits. You just have to kind of know a couple things. All right, and we'll get into that. But if you're new to red dots and you're having trouble finding dots in general, go to a closed emitter. Having that big, flat spot right here on the top makes it real easy for you to adjust and be able to look through the center line of the optic. All right. Take your hand, or if you've got a roll of toilet paper, at least I hope you guys have a roll of toilet paper, unless you're in some kind of third world country. Fuck you, Russia. Grab a roll of toilet paper, just kind of look through it, all right? Then I want you just to slowly cant it back and forth, and you'll notice that it gets kind of difficult to see when you cant it back and forth. Now, in the same breath, I want you just to take your rings, like a D ring, car key ring, wedding ring, whatever it is, take it off, and I just want you to put it up in front of you, and I want you to twist it. It's not that hard to lose the image in there. Well, here's the thing. With an open emitter, it is kind of an all or nothing ordeal. You're going to have to find it or figure out how to. So your draw stroke does become more and more needed to be more and more refined. Iron sights, yeah, they kind of gave you something where I could find that front sight and follow it out. You don't necessarily have that with the red dots. You have to be target focused point. Wherever you're looking at is where that dot should show up. All right? If for whatever reason that doesn't show up when it's not there, it's either bad fundamentals, you forgot to turn it on, or it's broken. Now, let's get on to the durability of these things. Like I said, closed emitters, they seem to be a little more fragile than people think. Yes, they got some benefits, as in they keep like dust and debris out. That's cool, but it's not as big of an issue as you think, especially on open emitters. If you have if you're concealed carrying one, your shirt pretty much protects it from open air debris and whatnot. You just got to make sure you check for lint every now and then. Just like you would your belly button, right? Everybody cleans out their belly button, right? Anyway, and back to the point though, all jokes aside, they do have some benefits. They have a lot of downsides too though. They tend to be a lot more expensive. They're hard. The Acro footprint isn't as prominent as you would hope it to be. All right. The adapter plates that go on RMR plates can be a bit janky at times. However, as a general rule though, they seem to be pretty good, especially for beginner shooters. And you don't have to spend too much, but you're looking at probably about $200 for an enclosed emitter. For an open emitter, you can normally find them for anywhere from $100. Those not necessarily the great ones, but there's something to pick up either way if you want to learn. Or $150, get something that's relatively dependable, maybe a little fragile, but as overall dependable. But if you really want the most dependable one, go get the RMR Type 2. All right, for all its faults, for all its fisheyeing, for all this other stuff, it is the most durable overall. And honestly, if you're shooting with both eyes open, you won't notice the fisheyeing too much. You won't notice the blue tint too much. Another thing you kind of get on open emitters though, is you tend to get a bigger window, just overall, so it's easier to catch your eye. Now, catching your eye, especially if you have a bigger room for mistake, is a little bit better. But again, though, if your draw is janked up from the start, it's not going to help you. A large window is not necessarily the world's best thing. It's not the worst thing either. There are some problems, though, that come with a larger window. A lot of times you'll get a false dot. All right, and it's because the window is now big enough for it to reflect back into the emitter. And if you got it canted ever so slightly, you're going to see the emitter, not the actual dot that it's emitting. So that is something to consider. It will take a lot of practice, just some dry reps and whatnot, just on the draw to bring up, catch, and find that dot. Another issue you're probably going to run into is a lot of people are going to want to start focusing on the dot. That's not the end of the world. You're just going to have a fuzzy dot. All right. Your body will automatically kind of correct that once you realize, this dot looks like a fucking star. Now, you might have some you might have some problems with your eyes. Apparently, everybody does nowadays. No issue. All right, you will eventually kind of get over it, and you'll be able to figure out the good and bad and whatnot, and what you can and can't do. Now, a lot of dots do come with custom emitters, if that makes any kind of sense, where it'll be a circle dot, or circle only, or a dot only. If you can, find the ones that are just dots only. Believe it or not, that sun coming in at certain angles will make the emitter hit the entire thing, and you'll get a false ghost ring around your dot, and it can be a little distracting. But again, it's not the end of the world. Now, here's the question though. What do you do if your dot goes down in a fight? Well, the question now becomes, how far out are you? 50 yards? Fuck it, you need a bounce. 10 yards? You can start working with it. So, looking here at the target. All right, contact distance and whatnot. Even with iron sights, you're not putting it into them. You're really not. You're probably coming to a high pectoral, firing. Let me put some safety glasses on before I do that. But anyway, contact distances, push them off you, get them up. All right, 4 shots, relatively in there. They're not going to be the world's best shots, but guess what? You're kind of point shooting. Well, what if you're just outside of reach? Do you really want to put your gun all the way out here where he can grab it? Not necessarily. So now we're still going to be kind of compressed, come in. All I'm doing. I got my pointer straight at what I want to hit. I hit some good down zero parts right there. Let me check ammo here. Oh, that one was going to be empty anyway. I got enough ammo for the next string. All right, so let's go back it up just a little bit. All right, so say we're about 5 yards now. We're definitely outside of reach and whatnot. You come up and you know what? Let me turn off this dot. Dot is off. All right, you come up. All right, fuck, there is absolutely no dot. I don't know what to do. It's not the end of the world, guys. You have a couple different options. Now, you can look at the entire back of the gun, put the entire back of the gun in him. And look, I got some good high quality hits on him. Don't you fall over, please, wind. But anyway, get some good high quality hits right there in the down zero area. All right, cool, shit. You forget to do that. We're gonna look up, we're just gonna guillotine. All we're gonna do is we're gonna cut whatever in half at the top of the optic and put some dots in it. Look, still in the A zone right there. All right, cool. Don't you forget that. You just look through your dot, your sight. There's no dot at all. We're just gonna look plain through. Still in there. All right, still making good quality hits. It's not the end of the world. Now, let's back this up to about 10 yards. Okay, this is more like 12-ish, 10, 12-ish yards, but still within it, right? Come up. Oh, shit, we have an active shooter. Oh, shit, this guy's got a gun. He's pulling it out. You pull out. Nice, cool guy move. Come up. Oh, fuck, there's absolutely no dot. Well, again, we can just go to the back of here and fire. I winged him a little bit, but I still hit him. We're not going to do that. All right. Still hit him the side, but that's okay. I have a reference on where to hit. All right, cool. Shit, now we kind of come up. Good. We're going to guillotine. All right. They're a little low, but better low than too high. All right. Hit him in the gut. Hit him slightly in the A zone and whatnot. All right. Shit. Come up. Look. Shit, I don't have any dot whatsoever. We're just going to put his head over top of the window and just go to town. All right. Now let's see how we did. Okay, so that's that first shot I did with just the back of the gun. Yeah, I told you, like I said, I winged him and whatnot. All right, here is guillotining right down here. All right, and in here is just looking through the optic itself. Got a couple here, and I think I got 1 or 2 in there. All right, it's not the end of the world. Now, would I depend on this with my life? No, but it is something you should probably practice a little bit to get kind of good at point shooting, and then just learning where you can and cannot get away with stuff. All right, it's kind of important to know these things. That's why we have to test ourselves and make ourselves understand different issues and different things that we need to do and get better on. Keep in mind, guys, this is not an exhaustive at all list of things to kind of do. If you really want to learn about red dot shooting, please go take it from a qualified instructor. Scott Jelinski is amazing. I 100% suggest him. I don't know if Ben Stoker's necessarily got any like dedicated red dot pistol shooting, but he's done it for quite a while, and he'd be pretty hard to beat. All right, another person to come take training with is Andrew from Combat Art Training. 100% a good 100% a good guy. He's got a great don't you dare fall. He's got a great shoulder on his head, and he knows enough to listen enough, if that makes any kind of sense. But for right now, guys, just remember, there's no such thing as cheating. There's winning and winning easier. Y'all have a good day.